Hey out there, everyone. Hope everyone's having a wonderful, blessed, joyful evening. Hope you guys enjoyed your week and your weekend. Hope you guys are safe and healthy out there. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the Sunday night football game between the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Los Angeles Chargers. So, pretty quickly, just give you a little bit of a background here. Los Angeles Chargers come off of a loss in a competitive good game against the Minnesota Vikings. Los Angeles Chargers have been good and bad in the last month with wins and losses. Pittsburgh Steelers, while on the hand, they come into this game being cooled off, and football night in America is on. Anyway, Pittsburgh Steelers come in this game cooled off. Ben Ross, they were cooled off last week, tying with the winless Detroit Lions. This to me was primarily due to Ben Roethlisberger being out due to being in the COVID protocol. Last week, they also lost T.J. Watt to a leg injury. And this team's coming into this game with injuries in the secondary. Joe Hayden's not playing tonight. Neither is Micah Fitzpatrick. And then we talk about the Los Angeles Chargers. Their defensive line is out. Christian Covington is out. Jerry Tillery is out. And Linval Joseph's out. So both teams are dealing with injuries right now in key positions of the defensive line for the Los Angeles Chargers and the defensive secondary for the Pittsburgh Steelers. T.J. Watt's a big miss. He was a defensive MVP candidate and now one of the key pass rushers for Pittsburgh Steelers. Los Angeles Chargers still have their key pass rusher and Joey Bosa, which I believe is going to have a big game tonight. So with that being said, this game, I expect both Ben Roethlisberger and Justin Herbert to get their respective offenses going tonight. Had this game being a high-scoring showdown, but I believe the Pittsburgh Steelers steal this one on the road by a score of 31-28 on the road. Pittsburgh Steelers winning this game tonight. So with that being said, let's talk about my fantasy picks and how I think each team should attack each other. So, fantasy pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Najee Harris offensively. Why? I just said the defensive line of the Los Angeles Chargers is out due to injuries. Plagued of injuries. So I think this is a good game to get your running game going, Najee Harris. So you could utilize play action. If I was going to utilize play action, I would try to attack them with Deontay Johnson over the top. That's the vertical threat. James Washington supposed to be vertical threat, but Deontay Johnson is a little bit, I think, taller. So I think that's why I like him as an option better than James Washington. Sorry, again, football night American distracted. So, now we talk about the defensive end for fantasy picks for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I would go with Chris Wormley. I beat the right side offensive line for the Los Angeles Chargers, their weaker side. Rookie Rashawn Slater has been pretty good on his side offensive line, which is the left side. So I think the right side is the one to attack. Honorable mention, I think Cameron Sutton's got to step up big tonight with Joe Hayden and Micah Fitzpatrick both being out in the secondary. I think Cameron Sutton has to be that key player in the secondary, so there's not weak spots in all spots of the secondary tonight for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But Chris Wormley, to me, is the key. He has to get the pass rush on his side. I can still see Cameron Hayward, I think that is. Might have said it wrong. Anyway, the veteran right end for the Pittsburgh, but I think it's Hayward. Cameron Hayward. If I'm wrong, correct me, Steelers fans. So that being said, I think the left side is a better matchup, so I'm going Chris Wormley. So that's my fantasy pick. Now we talk about the Los Angeles Chargers, the home team. The way for them to attack the Pittsburgh Steelers tonight. I think the injuries in the secondary, this is a bad matchup for Pittsburgh Steelers tonight to have injuries in secondary, especially Micah Fitzpatrick, which is a very good free safety. And then you without veteran starting corner Joe Hayden. I think this offense is explosive, especially in the passing game. Justin Herbert has gotten going at times this year in the passing game. Majority of the time I say this year in the passing game. So I think this is a big game. My main wide receiver tonight is Keenan Allen. I think Keenan Allen could expose this injury-plagued secondary tonight in the Pittsburgh Steelers. Obviously, honorable mention Mike Williams. I think Mike Williams opposite him could also have a big game tonight. But I think Keenan Allen's going to have the bigger game tonight between the two wide receivers. Between this wide receiver duo for Justin Herbert. So, talk about the defensive end fantasy pick for the Los Angeles Chargers. How I will attack them. Joey Bosa is my I think he's going to have a big game tonight. I think the offensive line for Pittsburgh has been an issue all year to me, though I understand we've got to go in the running game finally, which makes the offensive line look better than they were previously. They were at the beginning of the season. I still believe the left side offensive line is the weaker side. They just lost the left guard. I forgot his name, but the left guard, I think it was Dotson. Anyway, or maybe Green. One of the left guard is out. Let's put it that way. Left guard's out. I think the left tackle is still a weak spot, but the left guard is being replaced tonight by a backup. I think that's a place to attack. So I think Joey Bosa line up on the left side. Joey Bosa lined up on the left side. The right side going against the left side defensive line. I think that's the key way to attack them tonight. Honorable mention, Kenneth Murray Jr. Why? I think he's the key to stopping Najee Harris. He's a explosive, quick, sideline to sideline linebacker out of Oklahoma. So I think he could get it going, and if he could chase down Najee Harris and slow down the running attack, I think that's a good matchup for them. But my main pick is Joey Bosa. I think he's going to have a big game tonight. So that's my thoughts on tonight's game. Hope everyone continue to have a wonderful evening. Hope you all continue to have a wonderful, blessed, grateful life and week. Continue to stay safe and healthy out there, and keep doing good in the world. Keep being true to yourself. And that's my thoughts on tonight's game. Pittsburgh Steelers win this game on the road, 31-28. Stay safe and healthy out there, guys. Peace and love.